Everyone knows Pinocchio, the cute little puppet who just wants to be a real boy. Disney made him a harmless morality tale about lying, honesty, and wishes coming true. But the original Pinocchio was nothing like that. He wasn't innocent, he wasn't lovable, he was violent, he was cruel, and his story was a horror show. The story was written in 1883 by Carlo Collodi, an Italian author who didn't care about sugarcoating anything for children. The second Geppetto carves Pinocchio's head, the puppet mocks him. The moment his feet are finished, Pinocchio kicks his creator in the face and bolts out the door. This isn't a loving father-son story, this is Frankenstein and his monster. You remember Jiminy Cricket, right? The sweet-singing conscience who guided Disney's Pinocchio? Well, in Collodi's version, the cricket exists, but Pinocchio doesn't listen. When the cricket warns him to behave, Pinocchio picks up a hammer and crushes him against the wall. That's it. No conscience, no whimsical sidekick, just a dead insect murdered by the puppet himself. And from there, it only gets darker. Pinocchio sells his school books for a puppet show, he gets tricked out of his money by the fox and the cat, he starves, freezes, and is beaten at every turn. At one point, his feet literally burn off because he falls asleep too close to a fire. Collodi's story wasn't about fun or adventure, it was punishment stacked on top of punishment, meant to terrify children into obedience. And then comes the moment Disney never wanted you to see. The fox and the cat, tired of Pinocchio's stupidity, lead him deep into the woods. They tie a noose around his neck, throw it over a tree branch, and him. And that's how the story ended. Yes, in Collodi's original serialized tale, Pinocchio dies, a lifeless puppet swaying from a tree. That was the bedtime story. The only reason Pinocchio survived at all was because parents complained. Collodi was forced to continue the story, giving Pinocchio another chance at redemption. But make no mistake, this wasn't a sweet fable about dreams coming true. Collodi's Pinocchio is selfish, violent, disobedient, and punished relentlessly for it. It wasn't a fairy tale. It was a warning, a threat. Behave or suffer like the puppet. So the next time you see Disney's cheerful Pinocchio singing, "I've got no strings," remember, the original Pinocchio wasn't about innocence. It was about a violent puppet who killed his conscience, got tortured, tricked, and from a tree. Pinocchio wasn't born into magic, he was born into horror. This is ScaryClip, bringing you the real horror behind the stories you thought you knew. And trust me, Pinocchio isn't the only one. The Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood, their true stories are even darker. Until next time, stay curious and stay scared.